Welcome, Hartsville, South Carolina. Such a privilege to have you here today. And I know you have a story to tell, so are you ready to share that with us? Yes. All right, you may begin.
The smallest city in this year's competition, Hartsville, South Carolina, is ready.
When elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers.
If they fight for too long, the grass dies.
One day, the elephants in our town stopped fighting long enough to look around and see that our grass is dying.
When they saw the damage they had caused, they became very upset. How could they fix this?
We planted seeds of hope in a barren land.
With a lot of love, patience, and care, we slowly transformed a place of sadness, hurt, and anger into a garden bursting with color and life.
The Hartsville community is helping young people like me transform into master gardeners. This is how it's happening in Hartsville.
Cypress Adventures mentors middle and high school students to be leaders because we learn how to better communicate, how to solve problems, how to resolve conflict, and how to manage our anger and stress.
Cypress Adventures is so important for our town because it brings teens together through peer mentoring and with adults other than teachers and parents to help guide us in a safe place outside of school. A lot of us wouldn't have that in our lives without Cypress Adventures.
Cypress Adventures is the soil of our garden. We help Hartsville adolescents establish a strong and balanced foundation. Cypress Adventures works to develop those critical skills that allow our students to balance the pressures of life and respond to those situations in a way that is healthy for themselves and the world they live in.
The most valuable thing I have learned from Cypress Adventures is to have an open mind for other people and to be a voice for those who may not be able to speak up for themselves. This is why I'm so happy Hartsville has Duran's Children's Center.
The Duran Children's Center is the heat lamp for when our garden needs a little extra love and care to get us through the darkest of days and the coldest of nights. We offer a comprehensive program for the diagnosis, treatment, and interventions for child and adolescent physical and sexual abuse.
I am mighty and fierce. I am a graduate of the Police Youth Academy, and we are the ladybugs in our garden. We ladybugs eat the bugs that can kill a garden, things like bullying, violence, and drugs.
Since 1997, the Police Youth Academy has graduated 114 students. This initiative, along with the efforts of our police department's newly formed Community Outreach Division, exists to rebuild the trust between our citizens and law enforcement.
For too many kids, police are the enemy. We are the ones who may have arrested a loved one. We have to police differently. This cannot be an us versus them situation. We are one community. We have to respect and understand each other in order to thrive.
Water is the essence of life. Too much or too little, and a garden is done for. At Darlington County First Steps, we are the water for young moms. Darlington County has long been plagued with one of the highest teen pregnancy rates in the state of South Carolina. These young mothers and fathers really thirst for knowledge about the basic essentials of parenting because they're kids themselves. We are most proud of our most recent initiative, the Diva Den. It's a safe haven for our young mothers, a place where they can go to be empowered so that they can be better parents and raise great families.
We are the Byerly Foundation. We are the fertilizer that helps our plants grow and thrive.
Our mission is to uplift Hartsville's families. We do so by providing financial support for the programs you've just seen, as well as other education and economic development initiatives.
Our foundation is made better by the experiences and insight of those we serve. Working with the mothers at the heart of the grassroots integrated play movement has taught our organization and community valuable lessons in inclusiveness. We have all been encouraged to understand and appreciate and respect those who are different from us and also be aware of their needs.
Ni hao. Wohin gao si lao dao jelly.
That was a little taste of Mandarin Chinese. Thanks to the Pulse program, Naisha and I got to study Chinese this year.
Xie.
We are Pulse, Partners for Unparalleled Local Scholastic Excellence, and we represent the Carolina jessamine flower. That's South Carolina's state flower. When we bloom, it signifies the end of winter and that spring is beginning.
Pulse is a driving force in transforming the educational experience of our students. This initiative was developed by a group of local visionaries representing industry and education. Pulse is our uncommon answer to some pretty common problems.
We are students in the Accelerated Learning Opportunities Program through Pulse, and we are the vegetables in the garden. We boost brain power and provide energy so our children develop healthy minds and bodies.
Through Pulse, I studied piano under a music professor at Coker College. Thanks to my time with him, I went from not being able to read music to mastering classical piano in less than 2 years. And I was also awarded a scholarship to attend the Brevard Music Center this summer. Better yet, excelling in music has given me the confidence to tackle the classes I've always struggled with.
My voice instructor through the Pulse program coached me to a superior rating at a major vocal competition. I placed in the top 5 out of hundreds of competitors as a sophomore in high school. I'm so thankful to be a part of Pulse and so excited for what the future holds.
I've been playing the violin since elementary school. It's my escape when life gets bad, my gift from God. I've been asked to play at the Apollo and even Carnegie Hall in New York. And anytime I travel to play, the whole city gets together to help me get there. The mayor recognized the day after me. So much love and support from all types of people. The whole town gathered around me, and our police didn't stop until they found my violin. My violin was stolen when I was very young one day. It crushed my heart because it was my way out, my way of expression. I didn't have any other means to express myself. But the whole city backed me and got behind me to help me get it back. The neighborhood I live in needs a little work, and I feel like the whole city and neighborhood helped me grow up. But I know that lots of people are working in our city and town to help us be a better town. My city is not perfect, but I really do believe Hartsville is an all-American city because I feel like we have some of the greatest people in America.
Like Taekwon, I grew up in the historic Butler District. I represent the residents in that neighborhood.
And we represent the city of Hartsville. Together, we bring the gloves to weed out the tough problems.
Our neighborhood is struggling. Many of the people left behind are elderly. The buildings all around them are falling down. The kids that grow up there face typical struggles with poverty. Struggles that come with poverty. We face a long history of isolation, hopelessness, and abandonment, and lots of mistrust from our local government.
We realized we were in over our head and called in the professionals. The American Planning Association sent a team of experts from across the country to help us develop a comprehensive neighborhood revitalization strategy.
That's right, Mayor. We adopted that plan and hit the ground running. The city received grant funding to demolish a huge apartment complex that has sat vacant for over 20 years, overshadowing the neighborhood with blight and being a haven for crime. We'll also be putting in sidewalks, improved street lighting, and security cameras.
I did some research and found a revolving loan concept that I thought could work for us. I shared it with the city staff, and together we established the Business Builder Program. This initiative gives low-income entrepreneurs access to education and capital to successfully launch or expand their business concept.
The list of our efforts expands every day. All are defined by creative collaboration, by people from different walks of life talking, but more importantly, listening to each other for the first time in a long time.
We represent Habitat for Humanity, and we are the hummingbirds of the garden.
Just as the hummingbird know the parts of getting nectar from the flowers and serve as a source of developing garden, so does Habitat for Humanity. We see the needs of our community, and we assist them in their needs.
We not only build new homes, but we work with the neighborhood and the Byerly Foundation to create a neighborhood improvement program to repair homes for low-income families. We have had a tremendous impact, but our work is just beginning.
I am proud to watch my community come together to see our neighbors working together to make our neighborhood a place that we can be proud of again. As a volunteer and neighborhood revitalization program participant, I am proud to say that we are truly building a better life for the children who call our neighborhood home.
We are the youth of our community, and we are learning from the mistakes and the accomplishments of those who go before us. We arm ourselves with tools to constantly chill the soul, so that garden is alive with new ideas and the fresh perspective that diversity brings.
We make sure that no one element overtakes our garden. We hold the adults and each other accountable and do not tolerate the deadly poisons of blame, hatred, and bias. And so this is our garden. It's not perfect, but it's growing. We planted love, and it has bloomed.